everyone, my name is Simran and I'm going to teach you mathematics. Students, in the last class we have already completed our exercise number 3.3 in which we discussed about bar graphs and double bar graphs. And today students will be starting a new concept before you, that is chance and probability. That is the exercise number 3.4. Alright students? So students, when I'm talking about chance and probability, what is that students? Just let me know what is chance and probability. Suppose students, today is Sunday, then what is the chance that tomorrow is Monday? What is the chance? It is sure that tomorrow will be Monday because today is Sunday. Alright students? For example, the sun is rising from the east. What is the chance of sun rising from the east? It is 100% sure. This thing is certain to happen. Okay. But when I say that sun rises from the west, is there any chance or is there any probability of doing so or happening so? No students, it will not happen. This is uncertain. It is completely impossible. Alright students. So, sun can't be rising from the west. Okay. Similar things can happen. For example students, when you are tossing a coin, it has two faces, that is a heads and a tails. Okay. And when you are tossing a coin, any face can happen. Okay. To come. It can be heads and it can be tails. So, there will be chance of getting heads as well as the chances of getting tails. Alright students. So, the probability and chances are the things that are likely to happen. Often, it can happen, certain, impossible and things like that. Alright students. So, today we will be looking at the examples and the questions of this exercise based upon the chance and the probability. Alright students. So, the first question. Tell whether the falling is certain to happen, means it is sure to happen, impossible that we are sure that it will not occur, okay, and can happen but not certain, and something that can happen but we are not sure that this thing is happening or not. Alright students. So the first statement, you are older today than yesterday. Suppose students, I am 15 years old today, okay, and tomorrow I will be 16, okay. For example, if I am talking about random numbers, okay. For example, students, 1 year ago I was 15 years old, then 1 year, now I'll be 1 year older, like I'll be 16, right? So, you will be older now than yesterday, okay students. So, this is certain to happen. This is sure that it will happen, that according to yesterday, as compared to yesterday, you will be older today, okay. So, this is certain. So, first is certain to happen. Alright students. Now the second part. A tossed coin will land heads up. A tossed coin will land heads up. Now students, when you are tossing a coin, it can be heads up and it can land tails up, okay. So it's not sure that it will land heads up, but it can land with heads up, but it is not sure. It can happen but not certain, okay students. So it can happen but not certain, because the tails up can also be there, okay. It can be landed up with tails up also, okay. So this thing can happen but not sure, okay. A die when tossed shall land up with 8 on top. You have seen die at your home, right? When you are playing Ludo and something like that, it has 6 faces, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. So there is nothing regarding 8. So this thing is impossible to happen because a die doesn't have any 8, okay. So this is impossible. Alright students. Now students, the fourth statement, the next traffic light will be green, will be seen green. Is this sure? No students, it can happen but we are not sure that the next traffic light will be green. It can be orange and it can be red, okay. So it can happen but not sure. Now students, the fifth, tomorrow will be a cloudy day. It can happen, but we are not sure because it can be rainy day, it can be a sunny day, and it can be a cloudy day. Okay, so the chances of this thing is slightly. Okay, so it can happen but not certain. Can happen but not certain. Alright students, now we'll be looking at another question. Question number 2. There are 6 marbles in a box with numbers from 1 to 6 marked on each of them. Okay, in a box, and on those boxes 1 to 6 are marked. Okay, now students, what is the probability of drawing a marble with number 2? What is the probability of drawing a marble with number 2? Students, now I am introducing a new concept before you, that is probability. Probability is likely to happen. It is called likely to happen. Okay, how many chances are there of that particular probable event that is likely to be happened? Alright students, so for example, I have 6 boxes that I am putting in a box, and I want to just have one particular box in my hand. Then it is random that I can choose any of the box, right? So there are in total 6 boxes. Okay, there are in total 6 boxes, right students? And what I want a marble with number 2. It can be number 1 students, it can be number 2, it can be number 3, it can be number 4, it can be 5, and it can be 6. So how many total marbles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 total marbles are there. So I have written this 6 at the bottom, and what I want a marble with number 2. Okay, that is only 1. I want this thing only. So how many, like I want this only event, right? 1. So this is 1 upon 6. So what are the probability of drawing a marble with number 2 is 1 upon 6. So what is the formula of probability? Students, probability is equals to favorable outcome, what you want. Okay, favorable outcome upon total outcomes. Alright students, as students you can clearly see the total outcomes when you are throwing them, when you have 6 marbles in a box. So the total events is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 total marbles are there. So total outcome is equals to 6, right? And the favorable outcome, you want a marble with number 2. That is only 1. Okay. So this is 1. Okay. So the probability of drawing such marble is 1 upon 6. Alright students. Now see the next question. What is the probability of drawing a marble with number 5? Okay. Similarly, probability of drawing a number 5 is 1, as 5 is also occurring only once. Okay, so the probability of finding the number 5 is also 5 can occur, but its probability is 1 upon 6. Okay, so this is your answer. For example students, in such a part it is asked from us that what is the probability of a marble that will be having even number. Okay, then it is 2, 4 and 6. Okay, if it is written that what is the probability of drawing a marble with even number on its top, okay, then the marbles with even number are 2, 4 and 6. Then what is its probability? Probability is equals to favorable outcome is equals to 1, 2 and 3, 3. And how many total marbles are there? 6 total marbles are there. Okay, because 1 to 6 are marked on the top of it. Okay, so 3 upon 6, then it is equal to 1 upon 2. Alright students, in this way you can easily solve the questions. Okay, now students, the next question. A coin is flipped to decide which team starts the game. What is the probability that your team will start? For example students, 2 teams are playing, and who will start the game is decided by tossing a coin. Alright students, one team is like selecting, I will start the game when there will be heads up, and another team decides, I'll be starting the game when there is tails up. Alright students, for example, I have started and I have decided that when I'm tossing this coin and there will be heads on the top, then I'll be starting the game, and then the coin is tossed up. Alright students, When the coin is tossed up, the probability is equals to, you know this thing now? Probability is equals to favorable outcome upon total outcomes. Now we know that event is equals to, it can be heads and it can be tails. Alright students? So number of outcome, that is total outcome, is equals to 2. It can be heads and it can be tails. But what we want, what is the favorable outcome? Suppose if I want to start the game and I have decided that there should be the heads up on the top, then I want the heads, right? So I want only and only heads, for example. Then it can happen only one time, okay? So the probability of to happen so is 1 upon 2. Alright students? So what is the probability that your team will start is 1 upon 2, because it is sure that if your team is like selecting any heads up or tails up, then it is also possible that another team's decided heads or tails up will also happen, or it can also occur. So the probability of happening so is 1 upon 2. Alright students, so this was your question number 3, and with these questions students, we have already completed your chapter number 3. I request you all to practice at your home, do study hard, okay? We'll be starting a very new chapter, that is chapter number 4 in your next class. Okay students, have a nice day all of you, bye bye.